Hey, long time no see on the Halo community side of stuff for a lot of people, I guess, with me. So I've been making a lot of reviews and trying to set up my webcam thing so it doesn't screw up. I know this is very professional behavior, especially when I got my hand right in front of the screen. Very nice, Brian. You are definitely the best at what you do. Okay, that's not gonna work because that's a pen. Hello? I am just trying to set up because I'm terrible. How far up do we need to go? It's funny, usually I have a whole bunch of stuff up here, but right now I don't have a whole bunch of stuff that I can do this with. I mean, I can leave it like that, but I kind of want it propped up just slightly. I think I have a Lego brick somewhere. Yes, there's a bunch of Lego bricks right in here. Do this. Not going too far down. Too far? That's a little too far. Let's see. Maybe a couple of plates will do. Or maybe just this. We'll break off a little bit of that. Do this sideways. Haha! It worked! I did it! Ah! Alright, so I will get back to you guys and talk about Halo Mega Construx and some of the sets coming out. I am also going to be filming a review for this little guy right here and his set. So I gotta do that. Right now, I gotta share the link because I am a duty head and I forgot to do that. Hello, people. Hello, the name's faded away, so I do apologize. Because, you know, that's just something that live streams do, apparently. We got 3 people in so far. Thank you. Why do I point a lot? I don't know. Okay. I need to go to Told the Doom. Which apparently people are getting really confused. Insert big name here. Apparently people are very confused. Why is it when I search up Told the Doom, unboxing comes up? Anyways, so I should stop pointing right now. Stop it. So I am going to be talking about the Mega Construx Halo sets. I'm also going to be talking about why I kind of came back to this, and I'm going to be filming stuff if things go well for this live stream. If you guys have questions about what I'm doing, so many Transformers, yes, you should go to my Transformers channel, TFan page 11, where we talk about Transformers all day, every day. Maybe not every day, but still. It would be nice if this could go to my YouTube channel. There we go. And there's the live stream link, so I could share that around. And we could have more people in here. Alright. Hopefully. I don't make guarantees on that, though, because a lot of people I thought would be coming here haven't been coming here. And I do need to make a point, though. I am very thankful that my Warthog Run review got to over 1,000 viewers. I do appreciate that. I will also say that apparently I'm not that far off from getting monetized on this channel now. I remember when you did the Hype Train skit. Oh yeah, 3 years ago. Was that? No, that was way more than 3 years ago. Because that was before Bionicle G2. And that was in 2015 when that was starting up. So that would have been probably December. Let's see. I'm going to go to Discord, see if I can get people to come in through that. Let's see. No, I want edit message. I want it. I'm live on the other channel. Yes, send now. Send nudes. Alright, so before I start filming, That's old. Oh, September 16th, 2014. Ah, yes. When Tony Stark's parents died. Apparently Ultra Magnus might be on sale. I don't know. Someone's like, guys, guys, guys! And they're showing the Ultra Magnus pack. I don't know if it's on sale. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. I will pull up all the... Oh, God! $35. I will pull up all the new Halo sets, and we will talk about that to start off with, so you guys don't have to worry about that. I keep pointing up, and I don't know why. I know this has been 5 minutes in, and we haven't talked a single Halo thing. So, before we talk about the sets, actually, and I'm so glad that they have all the new ones now. Originally, they didn't. But before we talk about those, I just wanted to quickly mention why I came back to doing Halo-related content. So, the reason why is because, well, actually, before we do that, we should start off with what got me into it so you can kind of get an idea of that. So, what got me into Halo was actually not the Halo games, because I didn't really care for it. I was actually into Red versus Blue, and I wanted some of the sets for the characters, and the Scorpion came out. The Scorpion has a tank, much like Sheila from the game. The Scorpion also came with a red Unsc Spartan, much like Sarge in the game. I should probably go closer to the camera. I got into Halo because of the toys when I was super young. There you go. So I wanted a Sarge figure, but I wasn't really into the McFarlane stuff. And so I decided, hey, I want to go get that Scorpion. And it was on clearance for 20 bucks. I thought, oh, why not? I'm going to pick that up. Which, by the way, 20 bucks. Hello, Billy Bones. 20 bucks. I mean, couldn't believe it. I couldn't pass that up. Caboose. Caboose is the reason why I got that 8-pack, by the way, with the blue Spartan. But anyways, so that's what got me into it. And then I just kept buying these sets because they were pretty cool. And I pretty much wanted anything, you know, the pilots and whatnot. Still haven't played the games, but I love the sets. You know, I don't play Bionicle Heroes. I don't need to, or Transformers games. Like, there's War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron. Never played any of those games, and yeah, I have a whole bunch of those Transformers from those series. But anyways, so I was collecting Halo, and it turns out I was getting a lot of stuff from the Halo line. Not everything, but quite a bit, actually. For my collection, I have about 200 sets and 600 figures. Now, that's not the biggest collection out there, I will admit to that. But that is a pretty decent-sized collection, considering that most of those are early on sets, and I have that stuff focused on as well. So, my dad one time went to a Toys R Us when Mega Bloks wasn't very popular and normally shelf formed, and he got the big Pelican for like $5. Wow. Anyways, so I started to notice kind of a dip, and also a lot of the sets were similar. It's like, oh, another Warthog, another Hornet, another this, another that. So the energy kind of dried out for me with Halo sets, just because, one, they were kind of dying down from stores, and two, a lot of the sets were just too similar to what we already got. But then they kind of climbed up again. When it came to, I think it was 2015, I started to notice they climbed up, in 2016 as well. And I think what really helped was they decided, okay, we got to do some new vehicles, but not just do what we did with the Oni sets. And thank God for Halo Wars 2, because as much as some people might not like the game, I don't know how well it received, but we got the Banished sets, the Covenant, or I shouldn't say Covenant, but the Banished Ghost for that set is probably, hey, what's up, Sir Sound? The Banished Ghost for that set is probably, or sorry, Banshee is probably one of the best Banshees we've ever gotten. We also had the Siege Cannon, the Kodiak, and we also had the Jackrabbit, which I thought was pretty cool. New person, woohoo, yay! When the quality got better, as well as the new articulation. Oh god, yeah. I mean, I'm so glad that we got new articulated jackals and stuff like that. But anyways, so what kind of got me out of it? Well, one, I was putting a lot of focus into Bionicle when I came back here, and two, I was really deeply focused into my Transformers content, and I still am. I still gotta focus on that, so I'm not like gonna be here all the time. You're gonna see content every day. No, this is just kind of a push for me because I'm really into Halo and I need to produce something Halo related. Um, but what got me out of it was stores. We're not producing or selling certain sets. We skipped out on so many blind bag series. For a while, though, I think I only skipped one or two blind bag series, and I thought, okay, not a big deal as long as I get quite a majority of them, and I usually try to get at least one of each of the figures. And when it came to Challenger, I was able to do that. When it came to Maverick and what's the red one? Warrior, I was not able to do it. Warrior, I was supposed to get the rare figure, the ultra rare, but I never got it. And that was all that I was missing was the ultra rares, which not really a big concern for me because I mean they're fine. I like collecting them, but I just don't have much use for them. I prefer the painted figures that are gonna look all good alongside everything else. Um, and so that wasn't a big deal, but if I got them, good. I also got the complete series for Battle of the Ark, but anything after that, we haven't had nothing. We haven't had the 10th anniversary set. We haven't had the follow up to Battle of the Ark. We have not had the recent couple, the Halo original CE figures with the 3 Spartans Marine, the 1 Elite, not Jackal, Grunt, the Floods, and then the Covenant Cruiser. Never found that. I'm actually getting that line, at least a few of the packs from someone, so that's good. One of the packs apparently has the Covenant Cruiser, and then the other has the Flood. Apparently I'm getting those from someone, so that's going to be awesome. But it just wasn't fun for me to get Halo anymore because there was nothing here, and I wasn't going to pay from scalpers because scalpers... I mean, if you charge a couple of bucks more for a Halo set, then whatever. But as soon as a set is a year old, it goes for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and at that point, I'm not interested. I get why people scalp sets. It just ruins everything, especially nowadays. I don't care for it. If it's like something in box that you've been keeping for a while in pristine condition, then yeah, I totally understand it. But if it's a set that you've played around with or had displayed on the shelf, I'm not going to spend $200 on a spade. That's not going to happen. Anyways, besides that, yes, a lot of the fire team packs or combat units, whatever you want to call them, yep, those were skipped. Never found that Shadow one with the black and red Spartans. I never found the Singhelios, the kind of orangish one. And anything past that, we have not gotten. Or did we? No. Did that come later? I can't remember. I did find the Blizzard Squad, though, oddly enough. And I've got that in the other room. But, yeah, we started skipping on those. We definitely skipped out on Halo Heroes. My God, was it so bad for Halo Heroes out here. Let me tell you how bad it is. Okay, so we got Series 1. We had quite a bit of them. For some reason, I didn't buy any of them, and I have no idea why. But anyways, Series 1, quite a bit. Series 2, quite a bit. In fact, we got them early. Couple months early. In fact, I think it was supposed to be a summer wave, and I think I might be mistaken. We got them in probably March or April. I could not believe how early we got those. But then, Series 3, the pain in the ass wave, as I like to call it, that thing happened. The problem with Series 3 was that for years we had them. So they would just clog up on our shelves, and everyone else would get Series 4, Series 5, Series 6, oh woohoo, Series 7. We kept on restocking 3 constantly. And we were trying to get rid of them. And just when there's like 2 left, oh, we're going to finally get rid of them. We're finally going to move on. And they've got rid of them. Oh, cool. We're going to get a new pack. Here's a new setup of Series 3 again. We've seen Series 4 a couple of times. They went to Series 4, and then they went back to Series 3. And for years, we had Series 3. So you can guess that the only complete Halo Heroes line I have, Series 3. That's it. Yeah, and then I found a couple of, I think it's Series 8 and 9, or Series 7 and 8. And I've got a few of those. I got 2 of those. I got, let's see. I've got the Pink Hell Jumper, June, which I never found a Carter. Carter's the only one that I'm misplacing from Noble Team, except for a transparent one, but that just looks weird. And then for another series, I got the Master Chief with the blue markings, and I got the Jackal Miner from Halo 4 and 5. Oh, Pogs! Okay. Anyways, so, thank you guys for coming. I know we don't have a lot of people, but thank you guys. Anyways. So yeah, Series 3, Pain in the Ass Wave. So, we skipped out on, I think it's Series 6, might have been Series 7. We definitely skipped out on either Series 7 or Series 9, one of those. We got Series 8, I know that. So, definitely Series 5, Series 6, Series 10, Series 11. That's 4 waves of figures. And then 2 waves that we did actually get had such a short release that you could not buy anything. You had to get it right there or it's gone. I found the Roland, I found most of the series that came with the June and the Hell Jumper, and I was going to go back for them, but they were already gone. Same thing with the wave with Master Chief and the Jackal. I was going to get more of those. Nope, you could just forget it. It's interesting that EB Games apparently has Series 12 listed, or Series 11 listed, but I think they're going to have actually Series 12, but that's my guess. Anyways, the fact that Walmart was weeding them out, the fact that I couldn't find certain sets, the fact that I couldn't find the 4-pack versus things, you know, the Marines with the drones, the skirmishers with the Spartans, and then there was another pack, I think it was Spartans with Elite Rangers. We never found those, and I wanted those. Never found them. We didn't skip out on too many of the big sets, but because I was so drained from the Halo sets not showing up here, I just only cared about a few of them. I wanted to get that Scorpion, but it was just too expensive. I did get the Aerial Ambush, and I did get the Warthog Run, obviously. But, yeah, other than that, it's just, it kind of ruined everything for us. I mean, the last sets I remember that we actually got in Walmart that I've seen was the Mission Radar Takedown thing. We had a few of the little power-up packs, and then I now feel bad for having 6 Marine defenses. Is that the one with the drones and the Marines? Anyways, so we had that, and then we had the Flood, the Kinsano Cyclops, and we had a couple of the Hornets. We had those for a while, but we had for longer, I think, the Banished Banshee and the Goblin. And those had to go down in price. I had like 7 Sangheili packs. Oh. But yeah, we don't have Dollar General out here. We have Dollarama, which apparently some people might have found some of the sets in there. There was also another dollar store. I think that might have them. But yeah, we never found them. Instead, it was just all Call of Duty. So that's what kind of drained me out, was they were weeding all the Halo sets out, but Call of Duty was right in our face. Pokemon was everywhere. We even had some of the new stuff. So yeah, that kind of sucked. But now, with Halo Infinite, it seems like stores are now picking up on those Halo sets. So A lot of them are on pre-order at Walmart. I'm gonna try and pick some up. And apparently, after a year or two now, there's apparently listed on Walmart. I have not seen it myself. A Halo set in Walmart, and I'm like, thank God. Um, it's only the Master Chief and the Banished Brute 2-pack, but something is there. I'm hoping to get the mystery bags. I'm hoping to get the Halo heroes. I'm hoping to get something. You know, I don't care if it's the Master Chief and Brute 2-pack, even though I don't like it that much, which, spoiler to what we're going to be talking about. I don't care if it's a mystery pack. I don't care if it's a Halo Heroes. I would love to see Halo Heroes again. I just want to find something, in person. So we're going to take a look at some of the sets. I have my laptop behind me, and we're going to talk about some of the sets and my quick opinion on them. I'm not going to go too overly long, but, if you want to catch up, go to megaconstrux.com, go to the Halo site, and or look up sets, and you should be able to find what I'm talking about. If you go to sets, everything is on the first page, or you can search up 2020. Everything's right there. We're going to start off with the turret takedown. So the turret takedown looks like a mini polybag set that was put in a box set. If you look at this set, it honestly looks like that. I like the Has-Up Spartan. I like that we're going back to Reach Spartans because those are so cool. I love the Reach style. And I think he looks good in green, especially in that deco. Comes with a basic grunt. I have no problems with that. I don't mind army building, and that grunt really helps. I think the grunt is very similar to the one that comes with the Recon Getaway. So if you want those, if you want more grunts, there you go. Overall, he looks pretty good. Overall, the pack looks nice. It's about the same price as the 2-pack of the Spartan Master Chief and the Brute. So I think you're getting more values worth for that because, yeah, the Brute is cool. I'll talk about that pack as well because I actually don't find that one listed. I think that's the only one not listed, as well as the helmet. But I'm going to skip some of the display pieces just because, I mean, they look cool, but I don't know if they're for me. But anyways, the Master Chief and Brute 2-pack, I don't care for it because Master Chief shows up in other sets. If it was an exclusive version of Master Chief, I'd be like, oh yeah, that'd be fine. But because it's the same Master Chief that you're getting in other sets, if you got the Warthog Rally or the Pelican, then you're basically paying twice as much for one Brute. I don't know if that's worth the price. If I find it in store and it's the only thing they have and I have not been able to find it, I might go ahead and get it. But as far as right now, I don't know. Also, I'm noticing the chat has not moved. Do you have Target? No, we do not have Target. Unsc Marine Gear Pack. So this comes with 2 Marines and Elite. It's kind of weird that we don't have a pack. I imagine in Wave 2 we will. But there's no pack with 2... I shouldn't say Covenant. I guess they're mercenaries. But 2 baddies with a goodie. I don't know why we haven't gotten that. Bro, where you from? I'm from Canada. Not that far from the U.S., so I don't know what. No Target. What? Yeah, Target closed down everywhere. Anyways. UNSC Marine Pack. It looks cool. I don't even mind the Marines being taller. I think it's a nice setup to customize your Marines. The good part about it is you could also add the parts for these to some of the other Marines because you're going to get a ton of them. No, it's fine. You're going to get a ton of them from other sets, so don't worry about it. But I love the look of that Elite in the crimson color. I think that that's working well for me. I want to see more Elites, by the way, in that mold. But yeah, fantastic looking set. I like that the Elite has a bunch of weapons, but the funny part about this pack is that it doesn't have a crate to put all the weapons in, and it's got quite a few grenades extra. But the other pack we'll talk about does have a crate for the UNSC side, or not for the UNSC side, for the Brute, which matches more of the color scheme for the Elite. So I almost feel like these packs were supposed to go together. But moving on, we got the UNSC Spartan Armor Pack. Now, the funny part about the Spartan Armor Pack is that if you look at both Spartans, it looks like they were meant to be one color, but then they swapped a bunch of the parts for them. Because whatever's yellow on one Spartan and whatever's yellow on the other one, if you swap them around, you make a whole yellow Spartan. And then in reverse doing that, you would also have a whole gray Spartan. So not only do you have the opportunity to customize this with the armor to you, with the chest plate and the helmets, because I believe you get EVA, you get Grenadier, you get a bunch of different styles. They show, what is that? Or sorry, I was thinking Gunganeer, but that's Grenadier already set up. I think you get Grenadier and Recon pre-packaged. So not only can you swap the armor with that, but you can also swap the colors and add more Spartans doing that. Brute Shot is big, exploding gun. And I love how the Brute is just a simple Brute. It's got a gravity hammer, and then it's got another weapon. Not entirely sure what the point is on having that crate piece, or the storage piece, if the Brute's just going to have two weapons. You can put the two weapons on the figure. Anyways, we're going to go through the Halo heroes, starting off with the Brute Warrior. So this kind of feels like, again, there's no reason to get the Master Chief pack, because there's a Brute Warrior already in the set. So you could just get this. But he does look pretty good. Is it just me? There's people out there speculating what the new weapon is. That one weapon with the blade at the bottom, it looks like a modern take for the Brute Shot. Now, I know that's going to sound kind of strange, because in the mystery blind bags for Halo Infinite, one of the figures has the traditional Brute Shot that we're used to, or at least the second version of it. Maybe it's the same thing as one of these figures have the shotgun, but apparently that's not in the Halo game. I don't know, it could be a mistake. We've seen that before, so whatever. But that's what it honestly looks like. It's like a different take on a Brute Shot, or maybe a shotgun inspired by the Brute Shot. The figure looks good. I like the crimson. I like the dark colors. Very nice for your Banished collection. The Elite Ultra. Now, some people might not get the Elite Ultra just because the Banshee has a figure that's very similar to this, but Brickman117 had made a point that the figure is actually very different. This Elite Ultra is going to be more metallic, and the weapon is oh so gorgeous. I think the line work is perfectly done. I am so open into getting that figure. I cannot wait to find that. Hopefully I find it. The next figure we got is the Spartan Gunganeer, or Gunganeer, or whatever you want to call it. Which the gun, by the way, reminds me of that Brute Mauler piece. Just changed, I guess. But anyways, I love how the weapon has that rotational piece in the middle. I like how he's given the Terminator arm, much like Cat, to simulate the robot arm. And I love the helmet. The color scheme is fantastic on that figure. I love the ammo pieces on the chest. I think that's wonderful. Especially when he's got a weapon that looks like an old style gun. The fact that he's got all these kind of bullets and stuff on his chest just kind of fits with the overall theme. And I love the helmet too. I love that kind of earthy dirt color to him. The Spartan Mark 7, okay, so the mold has grown on me quite a bit, but what I'll say is this. It almost looks between the Mark 6 armor and then the Mark 5B from Reach. But what I'll say is this. I don't like the color scheme of it. I don't know if they're just showing off the customization option from the actual game, but him having the red arm with the red helmet just does not suit the rest of the figure. I think that for something that's in the Halo Heroes line, it feels like something you could just do yourself. It doesn't feel special. It doesn't feel like it's necessary for Halo Heroes. I would have liked to see something actually specialized for that line, and this just doesn't look like it. I'm going to skip the Marine Sniper just for a second, and I'm going to go straight to the Spartan Recon. Now, some people don't like the Spartan Recon. They don't like the orange and blue color scheme. They think it's a little too wild, a little too bright. The colors kind of clash with them. But it's also kind of a reverse to the Drop Pod Veritas ODST that we got a while back. But what I'll say is this. I like that Spartan Recon. I really do. I like the fact that with the visor being so thin, and then around it the black trim being so large and the black details all around it, it kind of breaks up that bright color scheme. So it's fitting. I like the assault rifle here, and I just think that the bright colors really pop. And I also like how the blue has that silver going for it, just to kind of change it up. I don't know, there's something nice about it. Anyways, going to the Marine Sniper. I love the camo suit underneath. I think that is probably the best looking Halo Heroes figure we've gotten in this line. And it's going to be a little taller than some of the other figures. I guess you could just put everyone else on their display stand. But anyways, the Marine Sniper, I think, is probably the perfect figure for this lineup. Excellent weapon. Very specialized figure, too. I love the camo suit underneath. And I think the details, the colorization is very nice, very pleasant. Just a really well done figure. The next thing we've got is the building box. Now, I kind of wanted Halo to do a building box for a while, and I'm just not sure they did a really good job with this. First of all, I wish there were more specialized parts in this, although I kind of see why there's not too many specialized parts. Second, I do like some of the equipment in this. You get cones. Someone had pointed out that the shotgun being used in the set is an outdated shotgun even used in the game. And what I'm going to make a point is, okay, yeah, that's cool. Did you see the mongoose, though? The mongoose looks outdated. It's a parts pack, and don't look at it too hard. But what I'll say is this. I like the two different figures. I like that we got one red, one blue, because you could set this up as a versus pack. That's nice. I like the weaponry. I don't really care much for the mini builds. I mean, the Warthog is kind of cool. The Pelican is okay, but what I've noticed and what I've heard is apparently the mini builds are already in the Halo line. So there was a Pelican released a while back, a Microfleet Pelican, and then there was the actual appropriate Microfleet Warthog that's built in very similar ways. So I'm probably not going to care so much for that. I'm probably going to build both, but the setup with the Warthog I'm probably not going to use. I'm probably going to use their main one because the mongoose setup that you get can actually be used for the figures, and it's actually kind of a nostalgic piece, the way how it's built. Alright, moving right along, we have the Defense Point Showdown. So when I originally saw this, I thought, cool, big baddie stuff. Awesome. I love those. Sorry about that. Let me bring this up. I've got the AA turret from the Rocket Hog versus the Covenant AA gun. I've got the Covenant Phantom, and I've got the Seraph. I've got every Wraith that they've ever made. Tons of Banshees, tons of Goes. I've got one of the Vampires. I've got that big giant the high base thing that's in purple. And I've got the Goblin. Let me tell you why I got all those. And definitely strive to get those. It's because I love big baddie sets. Because it makes it look like the good guys have an actual challenge. If you have too little of the bad guys, it's not intimidating enough. So that's why I really appreciate when they bring out the good bad stuff. Good bad stuff. The nice, the really awesome bad guy sets. And this is no exception, but what I will say is this. It's also a little boring looking. It's very square and kind of simple on how it's. I don't want to say designed or built because I've actually looked at the instructions. It's quite intricate, not overly intricate, but it's not bad. But my problem with it is I just don't feel like it looks that good. It looks like a simplified version of the railgun that's just made to be bigger. Um, oh, you're talking about red versus blue. Hey, River Run. Anyways, yeah, it just that, and I'm not sure how I feel about it now, but I definitely still want it. If anything, I'm probably gonna buy it at Walmart because Toys R Us has it about, I think, $15-20 more than it should be. It's about $75, which is still a lot. That's Canadian, but I don't think I necessarily mind paying that because it is a big baddie set. Um, so just for me personally, I wish it had something more. I wish it wasn't as blocky, especially for the turret. And then the base of it just kind of looks, I don't know, too simple. But, I mean, definitely not bad. I like the baddies in it. I like the goodies. I like the fact that it's got a mongoose in it, much like the mongoose that we already got. So, you might see the Recon Getaway as pointless if you got the Defense Point Showdown, but I kind of like getting another mongoose in this lineup. I don't necessarily mind that. Two mongooses that are very similar. Whatever, I'm good. Pelican Inbound. So this one I'm kind of questioning whether or not I'll get it. And the reason why is it's not a bad set. It certainly isn't a bad set. It's a gorgeous looking set. I just don't know if I want to pay for it right now because it's about $200. If it goes on sale, I might consider it though, because if it goes to, let's say, just for example, 170, I probably jump on board with that. But for right now, it's 200, and it's a gorgeous looking set, and it's not like it's not worth the price though. It's just a lot for me to pay, because I think that the part range for that set is about the same as the Unsc Mammoth. So there is a reason for it. It definitely looks big, definitely looks bulky. Can't wait for a review on that, especially to see the Hunter. I can't wait to see how it opens. I mean, I've seen the instructions, but I want to see it visually how it opens. But yeah, that looks good. I'll quickly talk about the ring, helmet, and the energy sword. I think the energy sword is probably the coolest, but I just don't have the room for it. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just get it anyways and figure that out. I kind of want the helmet if it's not that bad of a price. It definitely looks good, and it's probably a good idea that they have that cheater kind of flexible. It's like what Lego uses for their sails, but kind of plasticky. Um, it's something like that. And I don't necessarily mind it. I'm sure some people are going to say, well, that's cheating. Yeah, but you got the dimensions, and it's probably cheaper for it. So I'm not going to complain so much for it. And it's so well detailed. You know what? Honestly, that helmet looks a lot better than some of the Lego head busts that we've been getting for Iron Man and Stormtroopers and Boba Fett. I mean, they're not bad, but when you look at the Master Chief one with all the specialized parts and details, I mean, that just looks like the helmet. And I'm not just talking about the visor. Everything around it looks like the helmet. I hope you guys aren't fighting in there. Okay. Oh, and the ring, I kind of don't care, honestly. It looks decent, but it's not my favorite. I don't really have a purpose on getting that, I guess. Maybe, but I just don't see it right now. Recon Getaway. This set I love. This set is probably my favorite out of all the sets. And it's a simple set, but it's worth it. So let me tell you this. All the fire team packs, all the armory packs, and then one of the other sets. Oh no, it is that set. Okay. So all the armory packs with 3 figures and then a bunch of stuff are coming out about $16, $17 out here. This set with a mongoose and 4 figures, not 3, comes at about $17. For the same price, you can get an extra figure. Yes, you don't get all the accessories, but and you get a mongoose. I'm sold. And not only that, it's the perfect army building pack. Mongooses, you probably can't have enough of those. The Marines, probably can't have enough of those. The Grunts, probably can't have enough of those. Elites, probably can't have enough of those. And not only that, you get them all in one pack, and the figure selection is even as well. So no matter how many of these you're getting, yes, you're going to get more mongooses, but for the figures themselves, it's going to be even. It's going to be 2 and 2, 4 and 4, 6, 6, 8, 8, no matter how many you buy. So I'm very happy for that. Really excited for that pack. That's probably one of the first ones I'm getting, or at least it's definitely one of the top that I'm interested in. It's probably the top in general that I'm interested in. I want 7 of them. For the figures, mainly, I dislike the mongoose in general. I kind of like the mongoose, honestly. I get why people don't like it, but I'm perfectly fine with it. I like how they set up the back section, and I get the railing and the suspension is kind of weird, but above that is what I'm talking about. I like the seat and the handle and how that's set up. I think that's nice. You know, it's a simple vehicle. I'm glad that it's in 2 different sets as well. So you might not need the Recon Getaway, but for the fact that it has all that, I'm perfectly fine with it. I wonder if anyone's going to make the secondary build from the mongoose from the turret set. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Skiff Intercept. Okay, is this just the Brute Prowler? Is that just me? That is what it's called, right? The Brute Prowler? Yes. Sorry, I got confused by the Brute Chopper. Anyways, Brute Prowler 2. The Skiff Intercept. It looks very good. I like the Mark 7 Spartan. I think that's Mark 7 Spartan, is it not? Correct me if I'm wrong. But I like the figure selection as well. You get 2 Brutes and a Grunt. That's not bad. That new series of mystery fig has a faux hammer. I'll talk about the mystery packs in a second. But the Skiff Intercept, I like the little gimmick in the back where you can turn that and it's just the Prowler or that obscure vehicle in Halo 2. Yeah. Mark 7. Okay. Sorry, I keep losing track. But anyways, I love how it's got the little knob on the back. I kind of wish it wasn't the turbine or it just went, whatever. It just went through that. Like there was a red stick thing that would still look, or blue or green, however the jet thing on the back. Ugh, I can't talk today. However that thing on the back would be. I wish it had something better to turn it, but otherwise, I really do kind of like it because, again, I like the big baddie stuff. This is semi-big baddie stuff. And I like the troop transport stuff because, I don't know why, troop transport vehicles, they've always interested me. If you saw me building something out of Lego, it was something to transport baddies. So, I definitely like the set. I like the fact that you can put whatever figures you want inside. So, you know, if you get enough of those mystery packs, fill this up. And I think that's nice. Banshee Breakout. Now, some people don't like the Banshee. I'm glad that it does have the front section, which is removable, in case people want that. And I do get that the wings are kind of weird. They're very stumpy looking. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. If you get past that, though, it's a really good looking design. It's a really good build. And I don't even mind those issues. It's just those issues exist. But I don't think it's a bad choice. I don't think it's a bad design. Personally, I would keep the turbines. I don't mind the front, but because the front makes it look bulkier in the body, the wings just look so tiny by comparison. But, you know, I don't mind because it's another Banshee, and I don't mind having Banshees. I'm curious to see if the canopy will be reused for other sets. Like, we'll just see a repeat of that with the hole at the front, which might be a little distracting, but for the option of swapping that front section out, I guess that would be pretty good. Warthog Rally. So the one thing I don't like about the Warthog Rally is how much it looks like the Warthog Run. In fact, the names are super similar. The biggest difference is you don't have the Arbiter and you don't have two Hunters, but you do get a Marine and you do get two Jackals, so they make up for it. But I don't know. We're getting these 2-in-1 builds, and I feel like they took inspiration from the Forge Hog and they customized the front just so that they can manage doing that. Just so that they can come up with the secondary build. But I kind of don't like it so much. And by that I mean I like the Warthog. The Warthog looks good. I love the suspension on it. But I don't feel like there was anything wrong with the one we had. So I don't know. I will also make a point. In the game footage that we saw, we had seen the shield piece on the gunner section, and the shield piece looks more like the Halo 4 design. I could be completely wrong. Looks more like the Halo 4 design, and then this keeps that original turret design. Not sure how I feel about that, but that metallic green is wonderful as well. And I still think it's worth it. I still want it. It's just, I feel like the build is kind of unnecessarily changed, if that makes any sense. I just don't feel like there was anything wrong with what we had. Alright, so Halo Micro Action Figures Series 12 it says, but this is, I guess, Series Infinite number 1. And let's just, I'm going to click on this so that I can get a good view. So this was kind of sneaked before, and I think it's a good selection of figures, and a really good mini build too. I didn't really care for the mini build so much. I mean, I got the, what's the one in the Battle for the Ark? Is that the Spirit of Fire? Yeah, Spirit of Fire. I got that, but I just don't really care for it that much because it's just mostly there. This one I really like the Pelican, and not only do I like the Pelican, but it does have an exclusive printed piece. That's something that the Ultra Rares were missing, because it feels like, okay, if you're doing the Ultra Rares, that's fine. Do it, whatever. But if you're going to microfleet builds, at least do something with it to where it's going to be unique for this. Otherwise, I don't really care so much for it. Especially when my collection is mostly for the minifigure scale. That's why I never cared for the metal series. If you're going to do this, and I didn't even care for the microfleets, if you're going to do this, at least make exclusive pieces or pieces in general. The fact that the front turbines are in blue, it's not much, but it's a choice in the right direction. It's an interesting looking set, and I do like it. I think it's kind of charming. You know, it's not for everyone, but I like it. But what I really like is the figures. So the one grunt looks like an Imperial grunt, although I think it's called something else. I think that's nice, especially in orange. And we're bringing that mold into the new articulation, so that's good. The Mark 7 in blue is very nice. He comes with a brute shot for some reason, but I don't mind that. I think that's a good looking weapon. You also do have the Mark 6 in transparent. I don't know if that's supposed to be Master Chief, but it's there if you want it. And apparently that is a common this time around, so that's funny. I thought that the commons would be both transparent figures, but it's not. The Elite is pretty good. I'm glad that's a common, especially in the purple color. So we've got blue with the gold around it. So that's kind of a reference to the one that came with the Battlescape and the exclusive blind bags that we got a while back. I think that's a reference to that. We have it in normal blue, which I think is technically the aerial ambush one, which was for Halo Wars 2, but I mean, I think they're the same mold. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've got them in crimson. I missed my finger. We got them in crimson, and now we got them in purple. perfect, especially in purple. I think purple looks amazing. He's got the energy sword, which I think, if I'm not wrong, the oh no, I am wrong. I thought that the one with the Goshawk and Locust had a purple elite. Did I say Spartan? I meant elite. Purple elite, and it was the first with the energy sword. No, it was the first with the energy sword, but it didn't have a purple elite. I was thinking of the Grim. Anyways, still fantastic model, fantastic design. I love those elites. The Gunganeer looks pretty good, and apparently that is a rare figure. And I have no idea why that's the rare. I want it, but it's so weird that that's the rare. Seriously, you didn't go for the transparent chief looking figure? Okay. The Marine is cool, especially in a mystery bag lineup. I can definitely see them army building with that. I'm pretty sure that anyone would want an army build with that. I mean, if you buy every one of the set, you buy just one, you still have an army of Marines. So that's pretty good. And I love the removable helmets. That's nice. Wish we could get some face masks, though. And then another transparent is the Brohammer in blue. It's okay. I don't necessarily need it, but it's there. And it's also got that lame-ass pistol that just looks like something generic. I have 5 targets in my area. Damn it! Does anyone have a Dollar General, though, that still might have stuff? Alright. So, these next two, I was kind of pissed off, because when I heard about these, apparently they didn't announce that they were coming to Canada. They just said that they were going to Dollar General, which was a huge bummer, because we do not have... Oh, you do? We do not have Dollar Generals out here. And then it was announced that these packs are coming to Walmart. Yes. Thank God. Especially in Canada, because when it comes to Canadian Walmart exclusives, even though Transformers hasn't been too kindly, most Walmart exclusives, they get here and they hit hard. So, I don't mind that. And they're on pre-order now on Walmart, so yeah. Clash on the Rings, yes. I even talked about those. I mentioned that he was giving me the Covenant Cruiser and the Floods. So that's going to be good. God, I can't wait to get those. I can't wait to get something new for Halo. I also not pre-ordered, I actually bought something online, which I'll talk about after this, but I just want to get through these. So, I'm happy that they're on Walmart. We got the Unsc Combat Unit, which includes 2 Marines, and a really nice looking Mark 7 Spartan. I love that thing in orange. It's definitely bright compared to all the other Marines surrounding it. That looks fantastic. I'm good with that. Yes, you do get the turret that looks a little bulky because they put the gimmick in. I don't necessarily mind because I think that the choice of figures and everything looks pretty good. I even like that they threw in the little flag in there. That's pretty fun. The Mercenary Combat Unit, so Covenant type stuff or Banish type stuff, whatever you want to call it. I think that's a good selection there. It's got a barrier that's a little more complicated compared to the one that you get in the turret takedown. A dog is howling outside. But what I'll say is this. If you got the turret takedown, you got the Mercenary Combat Unit, and you want them to look even, there's 6 of those little spike pieces, the silver spike pieces stacked on each other. If you take the top ones off, you could just plug them on the other one. So, there you go. That is if you don't mind. If you want 2 different ones or you want one complete, then just keep the normal one. I'm going to keep this one complete and then, you know, keep the other set as is. But overall, I like the Mercenary Combat Unit. I like the fact that it's got 3 different figures. So it's got that one up from the UNSC Combat Unit. It's got a Brute. It's got an Elite in that crimson color using that Ultra build. So that's nice. I'm glad that we're getting a different color that's not just gray or silver. And you also get a Jackal in red. So that's fantastic as well. I definitely like that pack. Looks really good. And I think that both of them really good, look good against each other. You also do have a bunch of other things to go with it that looks fantastic. You get a little barrier, you get the mercenary turret, and you get a little forerunner structure. The only thing I can really criticize is I will miss the 4-pack of figures. We went from 5 and then down to 4, which I know some people would have preferred that we still had the 5, but considering the prices nowadays and considering that 5 was a lot, especially with all the stuff that you would get with it, I would have been fine with just 4 and then a build alongside it. But the fact that we're now at the point where we got 3 of the mini builds, yeah, that's kind of upsetting. Hopefully we could get back to 4, because it doesn't feel like you get much different compared to some of the other 3 packs that we are also getting. But yeah, I don't necessarily mind it. I like these combat units a little more than the armory packs that we're going to get, because at least with the combat unit, everything can be used. With the weaponry units, or whatever you want to call it, armory units, whatever you want to say, the problem with those is most of those pieces are going to be put away in storage. Yes, you can buy multiples and make other Spartans, but that's also adding more parts that you're just going to put away. So that's my opinion on everything going on in the Halo Infinite line. You're a dog, you remember who Jangers? Oh. OG. Yeah, I know. I used to watch them all the time for those Halo sets. I even watched them recently because I bought the Helios Phantom. So that's part of the Warzone lineup. You missed the domain. Was he on? Ah, he was. Why did he have to do it while I'm streaming? I've been trying to catch his videos. Simon, why? Anyways. He's gonna get a good talking to now. Oh, next time. Anyways, so yeah, Halo Infinite sets, they look good. I think my favorite is the Recon Getaway and the combat units. But that's just me. Yes, I know he premiered. I missed the premiere. You know, in his Discord, he's got that picture that's up. I actually did that picture. Is it still going? You said was. Less than a minute ago. You know what? We're gonna do. I'm gonna call it a night. Actually. Oh, okay. I'm actually gonna because I feel like if I do film this while I'm talking to you guys, it's just gonna be more distracting, and this is gonna be a simple video anyways. But thank you guys for coming. I definitely do appreciate it. Please go to the domain, and you'll see me typing in the premiere there. But yeah, with that out of the way, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. Glad you could hear my little talking to. Hopefully, with this video up and live stream, I will be able to get monetized soon, because the problem that I'm having right now is there's not enough watch time, but I'm very close to it, so here's hoping. So please, if you can watch the reviews, I know it sucks to hear a YouTuber begging. It's like, oh, I want views. But I am trying to go for something, because I didn't think I was that close. If I wasn't that close, I would be like, whatever, just do whatever you want. But if you can, I'd be grateful for it. So, but again, only if you want. People are leaving. I gotta go. Larry, bye!